Good morning, I'm Paula. Welcome to my channel. I'm outside this morning enjoying this beautiful January morning. Perfect temperature, glorious sunshine, beautiful birds in the background. Couldn't ask for better. I'm also out here because our builder is back from the States, so he's busily working in the house, which means I can't really use the kitchen. There's a lot of noise going on in the background. The kids are home from school today because it's a Saturday, so um, since I can't use my kitchen to make videos, I will instead introduce you to my friend Sheila. Sheila invited me over to her place to show me how she cooks stewed beans and pigtail. First of all, we went to the shop to get our groceries and she gave me some tips there. We met a friend while we were in there and back to her place to cook. Afterwards, she made me a delicious meal of white rice, stewed beans, and pigtail. And we had a good time together. I hope you enjoy the video.
Morning. These ones aren't the freshest beans because you tell by the color.
Okay.
The more dark they are, the older the beans are. If they're nice and pink and look more of a light color, then they're fresher.
Where do you prefer to buy beans? You prefer to buy beans in a shop, or is it better to buy at the market?
It is normally better to buy beans at the market. Normally you get it for a cheaper price and fresher beans most of the time. You need some coconut powder. Whenever the beans are cooked on fire hard, it's right away you could tell the difference because it has a different flavor. Miss Zoila beans are so delicious because she makes them on fire hard, and man, they're so good.
And it's not only the fire hot, it's not only the smoke, and it's the wood, the type of wood, and also the seasoning that we put in, making like the cilantro is what we grow at home.
Cilantro, not cilantro, right? Yes.
The dry, when the cilantro is dry, then we have to use the cilantro. Then the thing is, people have the real coconut, but it's always easier to come to the store, get the one from the store, and then just use it.
So with all the coconut milk that you use, do you have like a special grinder or something, or
the grater?
Just the grater? Yes. So you're holding the coconut and
right. I see women like me use the one in the package.
Okay.
So different people use different products in their beans. I use bonnet butter. Okay, so onions. You put onions in the beans also, and it's very important to know your onions. So you tell that the onion is good. You feel the head, and if it's soft, that onion is probably on its way up. So that's good to know also. So this one is good, nice and solid.
You have 2 pounds of beans. You said a half a pack of the coconut milk powder.
Yes, I use a half pack. 1 stick of butter.
1 stick of butter, and then 1 whole onion.
1 onion, yes. And then also you have to feel the garlic, because if they're soft like this, that means one of the cloves are not good. I like to find the big ones. Yeah, this is a nice big one. Okay, so this is a nice one. I put sweet peppers and cilantro also. These are pigtail. It's a Belizean delicacy.
And how many do you put per the 2 pounds of beans that you got?
Well, this would be about, I think about 3/4 of a pound. Morning, come on in. Just wash off a little bit of the salt of the pigtails, drain them.
Why is this a delicacy for Belizean?
I'm not sure, but I know they're very delicious. Okay, so we boil those for about an hour. The beans here, we have to sort the beans. Sometimes there are rocks and old beans. We don't want these in our beans, so we take those out. You can put the garlic and the onions in while it's in the pressure cooker, but I don't do it like that. I wait until it's done because I want all the flavors in it. You know, so because the longer you cook it, to me it kind of takes out some of the flavor. So I like it fresh.
You use stems too, or just the
Yes,
leaves?
I use the stems.
Okay, I'll make you pick that out because I want to see what I
No, no, it's fine. That's okay.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah, as long as they're not brown.
Okay, so is this a tiny chop or a coarse chop or what kind of chop?
Yeah, you do as small as you can. Not very big.
Cut
It
off.
all depends on how you want it.
Okay. Not too much
And
thinning.
beans taste much better when you make them with friends.
With a little bit of love in it, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
A little bit of love, a little bit of laughter.
Try not to cut myself with Miss Sheila's sharp knives.
No, you chop some onions and garlic.
So the whole onion?
Yeah, you put your whole onion. And the garlic, I love garlic, so I use lots of garlic.
Me too.
And how I peel these, I normally just put the knife on them.
You would add these every single time you make beans, or you sometimes do without one thing or the other?
I always use sweet peppers, onion, and garlic. Sometimes cilantro isn't always available.
Okay.
So sometimes I don't use cilantro.
Okay.
I wouldn't recommend it because I love cilantro. All right, now, and this is where these are handy because you just spread them in. I don't use salt, I use the complete seasoning, black pepper, and the consomme.
Okay.
This is like bouillon. And now you add black pepper until your ancestors say stop. Complete seasoning, same thing. Your ancestors in this one might be a little bit more tolerable.
I think my ancestors tend to oversalt the food, so I
And
have to
this
be
one,
careful with my
same thing.
ancestors.
So this, that might look like a lot, but it's not really because remember when you add the coconut powder or coconut or real coconut milk, this is a bit sweet, so it might take out a little bit of the saltiness, yeah. Use about a half or maybe a little bit more than half, and then you stir it. Just until it's mostly dissolved. Pour it in. Yep. Now that we've added pigtail, you gotta be careful with that also, because remember, pigtails are salty. They were soaked in brine, so delicious. And the other guy is saying, I'm wait till I bed, you know. Careful, except now.
So you're mustard, yeah? Oh, that's awesome.